everybody, and welcome back to the Shed of Dread, and welcome to another video. Right then, the Marvels. Yes, that was going to be Captain Marvel 2, but after Captain Marvel, we then changed it to Captain Marvel 2, then became Captain, well, not even Captain, they dropped that, and then it became Marvels, because no one likes Brie Larson. I am a very vocal, have been a very vocal person about how a terrible human being Brie Larson is. So we've had the new trailer drop, and I'll give you a live update on the likes and dislikes near the end of this one. This being recorded on the 16th of April. When it will come out, I'm not sure, but so the information you're going to get is from the 16th of April. So in any case, the trailer drops, and of course, most people go meh at the trailer. But of course, because people don't really like the look of the trailer, off they go again. The shill media come off, and we start off with this one. From the Rolling Stone, Brie Larson's The Marvels has already has MCU fanboys in their feelings. Written by C.T. Jones, and as you can see, just say you hate women and leave, honestly. Right, so what they're actually saying is, if you don't like a trailer, it's because you hate women and you should go away. And then when they go, why is no one watching this film? Well, it's because you spend most of your time telling us to go away. Any case, let's carry on. So it says at the bottom, surprise, surprise, less than 3 days after Marvel Studios releases its first teaser trailer for the upcoming film The Marvels, the film and its star Brie Larson are already facing a backlash from the misogynistic side of Marvel fandom. Why is it misogynistic? Most people are going, the trailer looks like shit. That's the thing that 99% of people are saying. And no offense, Brie Larson brings on everything she did to herself. Yeah, she's not a very nice person, and even had to launch a YouTube channel to try and revive her career after the disaster that was Captain Marvel. Let's carry on. In theatres, November the 10th, the Marvel sees the titular characters Captain Marvel, Larson, Ms. Marvel, Iman Vellani, and Saber, which was used to be called Sword, but got changed for some reason, Captain Monica Rambeau, Triona Paris. Struggling to figure out what mysterious force is switching their bodies and powers uncontrollably. While not a direct sequel, it was supposed to be. It was going to be called Captain Marvel 2, but in any case, The Marvels is the first Marvel film to feature Larson's Carol Danvers as a main character since 2019's Captain Marvel. Well, to be fair, if you look at that, even in the trailer, she's kind of a bit part. She really is kind of a bit part. Let's go back a bit. There we go. Pause it there. She is kind of a bit part. Any case, the film also overlaps the storylines from Disney Plus series Ms. Marvel that barely anyone watched, and WandaVision, which was a missed opportunity, which introduced viewers to plucky Kamala Khan and Rambeau. So basically, it's Captain Marvel and two people off Disney Plus shows that not many people watched. But on YouTube, the official upload from Marvel Studios is pinned by over 300,000 dislikes. There's more than that, I'll show you. And thousands of copy-pasta comments. A popular way to spam content and drown out positive replies by inundating the comment section with similar messaging. Right, okay, but it's perfectly fine when that's done the other way. Of course, if anyone complains about anything, it's review bombing, isn't that right? And although I must admit there are some very entertaining comments on the video, which we'll cover in a bit. In comparison, Morbius, a superhero film derided by both critics and audiences, has only been disliked on YouTube 11,000 times since his trailer was posted a year ago. That's because no one gave a flying fuck about Morbius. It was a shit show based on a shit cartoon that no one really had any interest in. The 11,000 people who disliked it were probably the only ones who actually bothered to even watch the trailer. Let's be brutally honest. No one was interested in it. Captain Feminist and the Patriarchy Stone, one commented under the Marvels reads, what a piece of crap. Marvel/Disney has gone off the deep end. Once again, says another, it seems Disney is willing to decimate and destroy anything we remember about Marvel Comics to push their narrative. Very true. It's also the same thing about everything to do with the MCU and Star Wars, which they're spectacularly trying to destroy in an instant. Let's see if we can get this to come down a bit. There we go. Can we get the last bit? This isn't the first time Lars has dealt with man children and checks notes because I'm a self-centered asshole doing her contractually obligated job. No, I don't think it was in a contract insulting fans. And so it's perfectly okay if somebody acts like a complete dick because they're only doing their contractually obligated job. I was only following orders line didn't go down well for many, many, many people. So, and, you know, Brie Larson is a disgusting human being. She goes on a press junket where you can see people just aren't interested in being with her. She's snotty, arrogant. She's just not a nice person at all. Even before Captain Marvel premiere, movie review sites like Rotten Tomatoes had to update their entire policy in an attempt to prevent angry male fans. It wasn't just men. I'll just point that out. It wasn't just men from review bombing the film before anyone saw it. Yes, what Rotten Tomatoes did is what they do always now, which is any film that they think's getting unnecessarily heat for it, they delete comments and prevent people from adding content, and only positive comments can be put on. And let's be brutally honest, critics are shills and never say anything. They will absolutely love this film, hate Super Mario Brothers, and Super Mario Brothers everybody likes and has done the best ever. But in any case, a 2019 review from Rolling Stone also noted that the incels, of course, it's always incels, always came calling names, were arranged by Larson's press tour where she pushed for female inclusion in a male-dominated superhero films. Bullshit. She didn't. She pushed the fact that she was awesome, and anyone who dare question her was crap. She actually rubbed the, but you can actually see in the videos themselves how much she was rubbing her co-stars up the wrong way with her arrogance and her lies. Because, I mean, one of them said, I did all my own stunts, when in reality, she didn't do hardly any. She's full of crap. So Brie Larson gets what Brie Larson deserves, to be brutally honest. Any case, so we come up to the next article. This one is in GQ. And let's just pause it there. And, of course, men already hate the Marvels. Why is it always men? There are women who don't like these things, but in any case. Trolls, what a surprise, here comes that magic word. It's anyone who disagrees with us is a troll. Are review bombing the MCU's female-led film ahead of its November release. Remember, this has been released, this is its fourth release. For one obvious and sad reason. Earlier this week, Marvel dropped a teaser trailer for The Marvels, directed by Nina DaCosta's upcoming film, uniting Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, Tiana Paris's Monica Rambeau, and Iman Vellani's, I'm saying it wrong, Ms. Marvel, that no one barely watched. Like clockwork, misogynistic Marvel fans, more enthusiastic for their hatred of the gender rather than the comic book brand that they love so much, to insert and express their distaste for the unreleased film. Right, okay, let's get started. First, Captain Marvel originally was a man. Just thought I'd put that out there. Two, the Monica Rambeau and the Miss Marvel comics, especially Miss Marvel comics, have tried and tried again and gone nowhere because no one wants to read them. But of course, it's all about misogyny and hatred of the gender. It's not hatred of the gender. It's hatred of the trailer. It's hatred of the film. It's the hatred of what the MCU has become. But in any case, you carry on pretending it's something amazing. The Marvel's 2-minute teaser shared on the Marvel Entertainment YouTube account has over 300,000 dislikes. Again, we'll prove that wrong. It's worse than that now. Its comment section is flooded with unfunny sexist comments as well as weird and equally unfunny references to other movies. Yes, it is, but they're only unfunny to you. Me personally find quite a few of them quite funny and hilarious. But in any case, let's go a little bit further so we can see what we're doing. There we go. Let's pause it there. This is, of course, not the first time that women-led action film has been inspired men to devote their precious time, free time, and melting earth to hatred. Women Really, in 2009, men gathered around their screens in droves to take their report fake negative Captain Marvel reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Right, before we go any further, yes, Captain Marvel made $1 billion. It was sandwiched between the two greatest and the very last, in my book, MCU films, which is Endgame and what was the other one? Avengers Assemble. Yeah, it was sandwiched right in the middle of them. It also, and I did it on my old Gobby Guy channel, where people were finding that they were going to cinemas that were fully booked to find that half of the seats were empty. People were block booking to 100, 200 blocks of seats and they're never turning up. They were absolutely determined to make this film a success. And the only reason it was a success was for block buying seats that never turned up, and the fact that where it sat, and the fact that it was portrayed as being very important to both of those two films, where in reality it wasn't. But in any case, it got review bombed. Captain Marvel got review bombed, as you call it, or trolled, or because it was such a shit film. One of the bits where the pilots walking through and they go, male pilots, or you don't believe it's called here, it below, you know, it's called a cockpit for a reason, is an absolute fucking shitty line. Female aviators who had been in the Air Force for a long time and the Navy for a long time. And that's something that pilots would never say in any case. But no, he was only put in there to make it about being against misogynistic people that just don't fucking exist. Captain Marvel was the first MCU female-led film in the franchise's launch in 2008 with Iron Man, which was brilliant. Its star, Larson, became a punch bag during the film's press tour for stating the importance of inclusion. No, she became a punch bag because no one liked her, even her own co-stars. The trolling of Captain Marvel was also so bad that it forced Rotten Tomatoes to change its policy. Now, what it was Rotten Tomatoes decided that they liked this film and their paid shills like this film. And you can't have a negative opinion of a film that's got a woman in because we've got to bend the knee. So we just made sure that no one could actually complain about it. The site eliminated want to see percentage feature and disable comments prior to the film's release. So in other words, don't you dare have an opinion based on anything, or don't you dare say anything because you're going to ruin this film. Captain Marvel audience score is currently at 45% compared to 79% of its critic score. Yes, because no one really liked the film and critics just do what they're told to do so they can go and watch the next film for free. Oh, well, you know, get the odd shill toy or whatever. No one believes critics anymore. I mean, as I just said before, you just took a Super Mario and you'll know what I mean. Last summer, Ms. Marvel's Disney show introduced Valina's Kamala Khan eerie due both to her gender and Muslim heritage. And all of the complaints actually came from Muslims. Muslim women, to be precise, as well. So don't start laying that down. The reason no one watched it, because you portrayed it as a thing that wasn't for me. You portrayed it as a teen drama. So no one's going to watch it. And no offense, a superhero who has big fists and that's it is pointless. It's almost as good as when they did the Mickey taking Family Guy, and Meg's powers was she could grow her fingernails longer. Pointless, not needed. Any case, let's carry on. Becoming the lowest rated MCU show on IDBM. Yeah, because it's shit. Stop trying to make it because it's about sexism and racism, isn't it? Because you idiots don't like it because of that. No, we didn't like it because it's shit. It wasn't aimed at us. We were told it wasn't aimed at us. And then if you did go and watch it, and I watched 3 episodes of it, the video on there, I just couldn't do it anymore. Done a video on Miss Marvel when it was on. Shit. Marvel's other female-led shows from last year, She-Hulk, Attorney Law, received similar backlash. Again, because it was fucking shit. It was the biggest part. And at the end, when we'll break the fourth wall and we keep having digs at people. It was just awful. Let's see if we got any more. Come on, let's go up a bit. Don't know if right, here we go. In 2006, of course, men with a passion of gender integrity with the Ghostbusters franchise fought a similar battle against the Ghostbusters remake. It was fucking shit. It was poorly written. It was badly made. I mean, it even had a joke where the black girl, what was her name? Leslie Jones, I think it was, stage dives. No one catches it. She goes, I don't know whether I'm more offended because is it because you didn't catch me because I was black or because I was a woman? No, because it's a fucking shit film. Like Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and the Marvels, it got review bombed and Rotten Tomatoes. It got it because it was A, it wasn't needed. B, it was fucking awful. It was just a really, really bad film. Got nothing to do with the women. It was everything to do with the fact that it was just a lazy gender swap, and it was just a remake of the original film, which was vastly better. But in any case, see again, audience score 49%, critic score 75, was it 75 or 73%? Ghostbusters addressed its trolls within the movie with an important message: we don't care what you think. Well, clearly you do care what we think, because that's why you've not stopped bitch moaning about it from the minute it happened. In the film, a male news anchor says, "What do we think of these Ghostbusters? Are they to be taken seriously?" Which was actually said in the first film when it was all men. So you're just making bullshit up. Still, Captain Marvel grossed over $1 billion, internationally making it the fifth highest grossing film in 2019. Yes, because it was sandwiched between two of the greatest MCU movies ever that actually finished the MCU, because then all this pointless shite took over. The MCU is far from its 2010's golden age, that's true, but the Marvels will most likely be the highest grossing film of the year when it hits theatres in November the 10th. Poor pre-previews of the film that does not come out for another 7 months are unlikely to convince anyone to skip it unless you already hate women in comic book movies. No, it's again, you're making it about hating women, and it really, really isn't. It's about hating shit movies. That's what it's about. The trailer gets absolutely panned because it's shit. There's so many flaws, which I'm going to go into it right away. But first, before we go any further, we have this from the NME. The Marvels is the MCU's most disliked trailer ever. Following its release this week, Marvel's trailer has become the most disliked trailer in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The teaser was unveiled on Tuesday, April the 11th, and within 3 days, it has received the least favourable reception of the MCU. Hold on, let's just go back a bit. There we go. MCU releases on YouTube. This film is a sequel, although others say it's not a sequel, to 2019's Captain Marvel, and also acts as a follow-up to 2021's WandaVision and 2022's Ms. Marvel. Pointless. In the trailer, Carol Danvers, Brie Larson, Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson can be seen alongside Camilla Khan, Iman Vellini, and Monica Rambeau, Tiona Paris. The visuals of the soundtrack by the Beastie Boys, Intergalactic. Yes, well, we'll come on to that as well. Despite the famous faces lined up at the time of writing, the teaser trailer received 443,000 likes and versus 464,000 dislikes, and gathered over 15 million views in total, because people don't want to watch it, but people are watching the trailer. The poor reception of the teaser trailer began almost immediately after its launch, as reported by Game Rant yesterday on 13th of April. The video stood at 401,000 likes versus 365,000 dislikes. To put that in perspective, the first preview of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is due in cinemas in May 5th, currently has 336,000 likes versus 5,500 dislikes. Okay. Additionally, the divisive 2022 miniseries She-Hulk, despite receiving backlash for its aspects of CGI main character design, received an optimistic response to the trailer, receiving 666,000. Fuck, I can't do maths. Excuse me. 616,000 likes compared to 303,000 dislikes. In terms of the plot, the Marvel film picks up where the last episode of Miss Marvel left off, with Vellini shocked that Captain Marvel turns up in a bedroom that no one knows about because no one actually watched it. The Marvels is scheduled for release on November the 10th. Back in February, it was announced that the project was facing delays and the release date was pushed back by 4 months. Originally, the film, directed by Nina DaCosta, was expected to debut on July 28th. However, this was rescheduled to the now confirmed date of November the 10th. That's the fourth date. Around this time, Marvel boss Kevin Feige confirmed plans to slow down release of new content. The pace that we're putting out shows on Disney Plus will change so they each get a chance to shine. Be ignored by everybody, said by Entertainment Weekly. It's harder to hit the zeitgeist when there's so much product out there. So now what we're saying is things aren't being watched because we're putting far too many out. No, they're not being watched because they're shit. It's literally that bad. But again, you can see it's all about hating things. So, in any case, let's go on to the trailer itself. Right,
Captain Rambo.
We go speaking. This is the time as on the 16th of April. So it's 479. So it's massively disliked. Okay. So, in any case, let's play the trailer, and I'll intercede when I need to.
What the hell are you doing?
Entering the jump point perimeter.
I'm gonna get you some readings, Fury. Hello?
Monica.
Hello?
Captain Rambo.
Right, there's one being. Now, you saw how fast she was coming away from touching that pointless energy shield. How the fuck did she slow down? In space. She'd have smashed herself flat against that window. Just, and that's why straight away there, the trailer ship because. And as she know how to use a spacesuit. So there you go. So she managed to turn around and float backwards because she pushed off thing, but she was going. And you wonder, whoa.
Where's Captain Rambo?
So we got like pointless things chasing down them. Here
What the?
Right then, this is the line, isn't it? Well, now, don't you tell me to smile, because, of course, everybody moans about the fact that Captain Marvel and Brie Larson doesn't smile. Well, there you go. So we have to get that dig in, don't we, Marvel? We see ya.
Hi.
We're looking for Kamala Khan.
Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy. And you...
I could totally show you.
No!
I'm not again!
Hi.
Where's our daughter?
Wherever you were.
All right, so we're going to have a culturally appropriated Bollywood dance sequence. Well, that'd be fun. Why does it change everyone? Ah, cats running down the staircase.
We're a team.
Bit confused if they go to their powers, then they'd be swapping places with each other. Anyway,
No, we're not a team.
We're not a team.
do it. Yeah. Any case, so we can go down, and let's just start looking at these reviews, which was referred to, right? So what? I love how Monica Rambeau's entire character history is letting different energies out by just walking right into them. Yep. I love the part where the CGI Scorpion King, Dwayne Johnson, did a cameo, a truly work of art. There's loads of these. But, it's just, this is what people are doing because they don't care. I love the part when the army charged down the stairs into Mordor. I love the part when Nick Fury says, enough, I've had enough of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. I really like the part when Nick Fury screams, Palpatine's returned with chill down my spine. I love the part, this is the true one, I love the part where Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis said, I wish I knew what it was that my life was like that. And at the same time, everybody switched places. Because it is very much the parent, is it the parent? Oh, I don't know what film. Freaky Friday, that's it. But I had an equal for every time Monica Rambeau acquired the superpower by inexplicably touching dangerous energy wall, then I would have 2 nickels. That's I love the part where Mickey shows up and said, "It's not about the money, it's about the message." Oh dear me. Unbelievable. I mean, you can read these yourself. When the Beastie Boys don't you tell me to smile. Such an epic clapback. No, it's not. It's fucking pathetic. It really is. Oh, it's just they're just awesome. These are just brilliant. I just leave them. It just and the thing is, this is review bombing apparently. I mean, that one I like that one. I love the part where James Corden and Judi Dench from Cats appear and come down the stairs. And then some tries to be clever. Marvel has always been about seeing the reflection of the world. This line here by Stan Lee. Yeah, that's you're not winning. That's not a win. It's Marvel time. It's so inoperable. I like the part where Rocky actually beats Apollo in this scene. It's it's the sequel. This is just brilliant. And of course, no one gets it. It's just I'll leave it there. It just shows you that people just don't want this. But of course, because we don't want it, it's all about we're misogynistic and we're sexist and we're this and we're that and you're doing that. And it's not. The trailer, just watching that trailer for the simple fact that you can't slow down in space. So she would have smacked into the space station. In fact, she probably would have missed the space station. But, you know, as it seemed to be offset, she'd gone straight past and drifted off into eternity, which would probably made a better film. It's just awful. The trailer is awful. And already we're back to as it was 5 years ago, where it's all, yeah, you're evil, you misogynistic people. Yeah, just admit you hate women and leave already. Why aren't you watching the film? It's because you fucking told me, apparently, that I hate women and I should leave already. I'm not going to waste my money on this. You know, it's just a joke. It's just an absolute joke. It's a terrible film. The media are already doing what they do best, which is calling everybody incels and God knows what else. Anyone, you know what? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I mean, apparently that's irrelevant nowadays. That's just gone bye-bye. You know, it's no longer. But the simple truth of the matter is, they will throw names at you because they've got nothing else. They've got nothing else. Oh, well, it's because you're misogynistic. It's because you're an incel. Let's throw any dirty name at you to try and silence you, to make you feel embarrassed, for you to shut up and be quiet and just do as we tell you, which is enjoy this sack of shit movie. Because everything's better, because everything's been better since Hollywood, you know, like Star Wars and MCU have gone down the women are everything route. Worked well so far, hasn't it? Because no one's watching. Will it make money? It probably won't this time, because you won't be standing on the shoulders of giant films. You'll be standing there on your own. The only thing you stand on is Ant-Man and the Quantanium, which is the biggest bombing film in Marvel MCU history. Which, believe it or not, this film was supposed to come out before, because it got delayed again. Why is it getting delayed? It gets delayed and delayed and delayed. Definitely November the 10th. I'll tell you what, I'll believe it when I see November the 10th that it comes out. Just because they put that doesn't mean they can't push it back. So any case, there you go. The Marvels, something to look forward to. No, genuinely, I'm looking forward to it, because the quicker they can put this movie out, the quicker it can burn itself to the ground and it can swallow and they can just blow all their money, because I guarantee you'll be lucky if this one breaks even. But hey, what do I know? There's a comment section down below. You let me know what you think. You know what to do, as it says down there in the corner. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to see some more videos like this. And that's it. I'm done. And do yourself a favour. Get out my shed.
Would I tell y'all about coming in my shed?